Alright, hi everyone. I have a very interesting little conundrum for you today. I'll be doing a little Netrunner puzzle and we'll see whether you can figure out the solution. So this is basically like those chess puzzles where you try to figure out what's the way to checkmate the opponent in a certain number of moves. Here we have little Johnny who's playing as the professor. You will be helping him in his quest to win against Tenet Institute today. Now, you can't see the scored agendas, but so far the corp has scored 5 agenda points and is on match point. The runner has scored 3 agenda points, a future perfect, that's all. While the corp has scored a future perfect and a philotic entanglement. So, on the corp's turn, what happens is that the corp plays a celebrity gift to get up to 10 credits and shows their hand full of NAPD contracts. There are 3 NAPD contracts and 2 rather irrelevant eyes, a Susano, no Mikoto, and a Quandary. With its last click, the corp then proceeds to install a card in the remote. There's no surprise there, that obviously is an NAPD contract. So, over to the runner's turn. What can the runner do? Poor little Johnny can't do much. In fact, he's pretty poor. He only has 1 credit. So, at the start of turn, little Johnny can activate 2 cards, the Aesop's Pawn Shop and the Earthrise Hotel. He decides to activate the Earthrise first, so that he can draw 2 cards and hopefully that will give him more options to play around with. He draws into an Inti and a Parisia, and immediately regrets doing the draw. Well, that's what happens when you play with a janky Professor deck that has 1 of every single program in the game. Yep, that's right, he's playing a very absolutely janky deck. And is getting crushed by a serious Tenet Institute opponent. But well, we'll do our best to help this poor little Johnny win the game. So, here's your first question for you. What will you do in little Johnny's position right now? You still have Aesop's Pawn Shop to activate. You have 2 clone chips. I will show you the heap of little Johnny in a moment. But just note that you have 2 clone chips to use. You have a Deus Ex, which can help you get through the Surugis. You have an SMC, and you have a Corroder, which gets you through the Ice Wall, on both the remote and HQ. Your hand consists of Mimic, Daily Cast, Inti, and Parisia. Yep, so what can you do? Your very first goal here would be to at least deny the corp from winning next turn. That is the main objective. If you do not make a successful run this turn, he can advance the NAPD ones from his ability and add 3 more advancements to win the game. So that's your first priority, to deny him the winning of an NAPD next turn. And if possible, you should try as hard as you can to get an agenda this turn. Because you're only on 3 agenda points, you want to at least get to match points so you have a better shot at winning next turn. How can you maximize this chance of scoring an agenda this turn whilst denying Tenet Institute their remote scoring? Take note that you almost certainly don't want to draw, knowing that your deck is very janky. You will probably draw into useless cards like more programs, and you have clone chip and SMC to tutor whatever programs you need anyway. So do leave your comments in the comment section on what you think you would do in this situation. You can assume that you have every single program in the game available to you via SMC, and I will now show you the contents of little Johnny's archives. Best of luck, Netrunners!